Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode, Rocky here has put on an Atmos suit. They're wearing it all the time thanks to this little setup here where I can control who can go in. We just created one so far because I don't want to make too much metal until I have a cooling system set for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to heat up this liquid here. Another thing that I was able to do is get the teleportation equipment such that we can start receiving hydrogen. And since I've got 24 bionic dupes, well, 19 at the moment, but we're going up to 24, we're going to be taking in or needing lots of power. So that hydrogen comes from this asteroid over here. As we can see, that's being collected from these two regions from the Saturn critter traps. What I want to do is fully complete the teleportation equipment so that I can send material in both directions. In particular, I really want to go after some aluminum ore. That's going to be used as a setup for keeping this metal refinery cool without having the environment take in a bit of the heat. I found the teleportation equipment to be able to send stuff from the main asteroid. We just need to get over there, dig that out, and power this guy up, and we should be good to go. Just a few more pieces of wiring needed, and as I've doing this, I realized that aluminum ore that's way over here, probably not necessary to go there because we've got some right here. So we'll go down and start the process of digging some of this up. I guess that set of stairs isn't going to work. There, that should be better. Trying to make it a little bit easier to send material over. If I put in an auto sweeper, though no one can build an auto sweeper, and I mix that up with storage bins, and that can be really nice. I just have to make sure I create a mechatronics engineering booster. We'll do that right here. Check on these guys. We're continuing to dig down here, but I also want to go after a Draco. And that Draco egg will go in incubators because I'm really trying to... we'll get a new dupe here real soon. But I want to populate this with as many Dracos. Guess that would be 8 as we can. This is my 20th Bionic dupe. It's just 4 after this. This is a dupe that's going to specialize in cooking. And the reason that I'm doing that may seem kind of strange given the fact that all the dupes here don't eat calories. But these guys down here do eat calories, so I could use a griddle to actually enhance the amount of calories. Instead of feeding them meat and sandstone, if I could get barbecue meat, that'd be a little better. So I have this area set up here. I just need to have someone build the auto sweeper. Let's see, we have gotten up here. Someone just needs to wrangle this critter, and now I'm turning my attention to building a clan. Or a set of them anyways. Let's see. I'm going to put in an auto sweeper here, but I don't have enough metal, so we're running the metal refinery just a little bit. And we'll put in 3 of these guys, so we can make some refined carbon and ceramic. That'll be one of the things I'm going to use to keep this guy nice and cool. Auto sweeper's going to be going in right here. We just need a line of power going to that. And I realize I've got so many dupes now that we don't have enough space in our barracks, so we're going to expand this. Decided to reset from this asteroid. And they can go over here, and I think that takes us up to 5. Making sure we've got enough barracks. I might get one more, so we'll extend this barracks on this asteroid. Here's our cleanse operating, creating a little bit of ceramic and refined carbon. Next thing I'm doing is putting a door here to control access. Now that I've got this door here, I'm going to control access and basically say no one can go in here except for Rocky. Rocky is the only one that's currently wearing an Atmos suit, so I know that if I do any action here, including going down to this really hot area, Rocky will be the only one to do that. Just a second, where are they going to do a dig? Oh, yeah, I see. Try this again. There. No. It's priority 6. Going to build. Let's verify Rocky can get through the door. I guess that door doesn't have to be shut. Supplying research. Priority for Rocky is, let's make it digging. But that's a 6 anyways. What's going on? What? Going to dig, but why would, unless someone else can get in there and no one else can get there, right? Okay, let's just make this a 9. Hold on, what? So it has just occurred to me that Rocky has 3 digging boosters. I accidentally took one off, but actually might have to take one off, because I want to give them an extreme digging booster, but we don't have any. But that's easily crafted right here in the soldering station. So let me go after extreme digging and create one of those. While we wait for that soldering station to go into action, I'm building this oil refinery because I ultimately want to take some of this oil, make crude oil. Where are you going? Oh, you're just going to open the door. That's fine. Let's just make sure that no one, in fact, can go down there. Bitmap, there's no way you can go in, right? Okay, good. So while we've got Rocky in this area digging in the difficult zone, I'm going to get the rest of the dupes to start constructing this petroleum line. Go through here, a couple hops over, one there, one down there. We've got a ranching booster. We can give that to Wrangle. One dupe that can work with critters. Where are you, ranking? There we are, Wrangle. Now I'm going to assign the extreme digging booster to Rocky. And we'll see if they can make any progress over here after that. I'm pretty sure they will. Main thing I want to do is get down to this. How much? It's not too overpressured, so I'm pretty sure we can go down, no problem. Get a ladder in there, and then we'll get a pipe over. Can extend this pipe just a little bit from here over to there. Just notice that we've got a confined pip, so we're going to go in here and dig that out. Let's see this up the priority of getting this done, and I can specify some of the things I want to take over, such as aluminum ore to be brought in here, and various eggs actually, pip eggs, and slug eggs. And I'll get this to bring in everything at higher priority. So as the dupes start putting stuff into these bins, this auto sweeper will continually put it into the conveyor loader. And we can see our pip is now free, not stuck, no longer confined. Which is going to hopefully, what age are they at? 8? Ooh, I don't know if we're going to get egg from them or not, but we'll see. Now that Rocky's been given the right booster, we're starting to make our way down. Over on this asteroid, we have uncovered a cool steam vent, currently dormant, so we're going to rush to get up there and try to seal it off. Starting with here and here. Next dupe to join is Sprout. This is going to be the dupe that's going to do some crop tending in time. Not really growing much, but that will likely change at some point. Plan on taking advantage of the grilling skill that I have. Gonna make a change here, add in our grill. So we'll convert some of this meat to barbecue meat, enhancing calories that these guys can consume. Oh, power banks and sprout. Let's give you improved gears. Rocky has been busy. Going to get a pump. Make this out of gold amalgam. Put that right there. It's going to need some power, so we'll get a line going up. Make that a priority build. Since only Rocky can go on this side of things. Of course, we also need piping, but we don't need to be insulated on this side of things. Make that out of igneous rock, since that's a local material. Just mark this whole thing as the priority. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to seal this off before this thing goes online. Do this at high priority, and then we go over here. I found more critters. These guys are crowded, so we're going to go let them out. This guy's probably fine. A little bit of an issue over in this asteroid. I, first of all, have made a separate bin here with higher priority where I'm going to be taking in eggs, because I want to get that eggs over to this asteroid before it hatches. Also forgot to select on this guy, which is important. These eggs are going nowhere unless I click on that. I'm going to make this now a higher priority than this bin, so some of these slug eggs, they're making their way over. Awesome. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is get a materials study terminal together to actually build a steam turbine, which is going to be the main thing I'm going to use to keep my metal refinery cool. So we're going to clear out this area to be able to set that up. It also occurred to me that if that's the case, then we're going to need some of this uranium ore. So I'll have to go, actually a couple pieces down here. Let's just grab those. Should be the easiest way to get that. And I'll send that over in our teleportation equipment. With this area cleared out, we're going to put in a second laboratory with a materials study terminal, heavy watt wire going up to red bolt generator. We'll have 2 radiation lamps. We're going to store our uranium ore. Let's go check if any of that has arrived. Yes, it has. And let's go check on this guy over here. Rocky, you just need to put in the last little, maybe some wiring pumps, and we'll have access to some crude oil. Don't think I actually have this going anywhere, so let's just send this from here and temporarily store some petroleum in that liquid reservoir. Dupes over on this world are looking for something to do, and I think the highest priority should be opening up that cool salt geyser. So how to approach this? I'm thinking we'll go up like this. And the dupes won't enjoy this, but they'll need to clear out this zone. Once we have this cleared out, then we can go a little bit further up. We can even actually start that now. We'll go in there and unlock this. This is what I'm looking to get at right here. Renewable energy. Over here, let's do uranium. Or have that stored in there. That in high priority for now. Getting a little water being dropped off here. That's from some ice and snow, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a storage bin and just clean this area off. Make sure any of this meltable stuff goes off to the side instead of going down here. And we've got a red bolt generator going. Just waiting for the first little bit of radiation or red bolts to go into our material study terminal. Waiting red bolts. Oh, and we also need applied science research. Was that a separate? Applied science booster. Okay, let's get that. While I wait for my materials study terminal research, we are putting in a new metal refinery down here. We'll put in the area where we're going to have some steam and our 2 steam turbines, which when I can build that will go right there. And hopefully we'll have everything in place to run this without having to create. Right now I'm just making some aluminum. That's causing the environment to get warm. That's not going to be the case when we're done here. So I did find one thing that I've forgotten. Actually, I don't think I need steel for this particular setup. But I do have an ultimate goal of making steel anyways, so we're going to put in 2 rock crushers with a light source and store some maybe fossil right there. And this is going to be 2 bins just for whatever I want to make in our metal refinery, such as iron ore. We've got enough petroleum here for what I want to do, so I've actually cut the pipe right there. The other thing that might be smart if I did a insulated tile, just did that right there to avoid that heat from going out in the environment. Because right now this is pretty much all. Oh, hold on. No, that's not right. Still want to go after some fossil. Did we get any fossil? I don't think we did. I can see one issue we're going to have in extracting items from this, and that is the fact that only 1 dupe can go in here right now. So what I'm going to do is get a bin to be made right here, and I'll put fossil, and I guess that's the only lead. We'll put lead in this little bit here. Then once it's here, then all the other dupes can bring it from here wherever we need it. Rocky going down to collect some material. Might make sense just to do this as well. Well, we have a power issue. I am noticing that hydrogen level has gotten way too low here. We are no longer pumping any up. That's because these guys are going on and off between picking up a little bit of non-hydrogen. Well, let's send in a few hydrogen generators, but I think the main thing to try to get us out of this jam is to send Rocky over. The only dupe. Oh, and it's time for another dupe. This is our 22nd dupe shift. Joining the team. Let's see, give out some of these skills. Shift, gonna get improved gears. And I'm hoping Rocky can do some great things over on this asteroid with her Atmos suit. Okay, now that we've got Rocky here, what I want to do is get more of these plants together, producing oxygen. So I have to figure out a nice way to get into the zone to start with. With Rocky here, I'm getting a path down and getting some access to these guys, trying to minimize the amount of cooling that's going to go up into the world. So we're going to insulate this. Also want to make sure that, generally speaking, Rocky's the only one that's going to go down here. So hopefully with this door I can control access. Rocky has opened a path to this area. What I'd love to do is be able to move one of these guys right down here. I don't have anyone that can work with critters, and unfortunately, I'd love to have that ability, but we don't have enough microchips. So what I'm going to do instead is just going to knock these 2 over and fill them in. Rocky, if you could go over here. Do that for us. I'll fill tiles and then... We have this door in place. Let's make it such that no one can go in here except for Rocky. And really wishing you'll... There we go. Alright, we're going to lose this Saturn critter trap, but... This is gone, and the other... Put in some tiling. One here. And then one there, make that the priority. And then one of these guys should be able to get over there, and we'll have another Saturn critter trap producing hydrogen. There's one tile. Rocky going over to get more resources. And here's another tile. And we should see one of these guys walk over. Okay, while that's going on, let's see. Let's build this ladder first. Make that the priority. Already have another Saturn critter trap. Awesome. Let's get back onto this. While Rocky works on this, I'll get the other dupes to build a pump with ethanol that's located right here. Plan that's probably going to be useful. So we'll take that down like this. Of course, that's going to need some power. Rocky making their way up. And I want to see that this plant right here, Saturn critter trap, hiding behind this beta hive, gets attended to. Rocky, come on, going to dig. That might be because priority for Rocky is on digging if I did that. Yeah, celebrate the research. Okay, good. All right, so they're attending to that critter trap. So it shouldn't take long for one of these. Yep, just like that. Okay, so we've doubled the amount of hydrogen that we're producing. We had 2 Saturn critter traps in total. Now we've got 4. Hold on. Ranching, I thought, what? Okay, well, I would have done things differently if I had known that was the thing. How did... Okay, I missed something there. Well, all right, actually... That's still good, because my ultimate plan is to use pips to start to plant some of these guys, but I have to be very careful. I have to use vacuum. Oh, look at that. I've got vacuums. And I'm going to use this pipeline to go and do that. But that's going to be next time. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I didn't actually get this area complete, but this is going to be a project for next time as well. Alright, well, we got a good amount done, but we've got a good challenge. Let me just check on these. I'll have to bring down Wrangle to attend to these eggs. Still trying to get my Draco stable filled up. Wrangle, there you go. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks anyone liking and subscribing. Hopefully I will see you next time where we keep expanding and seeing if I can survive. I've got 2 more dupes to go. Oh, Wrangle, we've got to fight with you, don't we? Okay, closing them off. 2 more dupes to get to our 24. And I've got to get busy finding a power source. Definitely going to be lots of potential here, but things have got to be done the right way to make this a success. Well, hopefully I will see you next time. I wonder if we're going to have some dupes that are stuck. Come on. Yeah. Totally going to happen. Alright, see ya. Alright, a little bonus section, because I do not want to leave this till tomorrow in case I forget. That door here should have been shut, because we can see this pip is going down and taking some damage in the cold. Rocky is the only one that can get in here, so I'm going to take off their... they've got Duplicate 2 digging there. Let's give them the ranching booster. And this guy is going to be taken out. That's an urgent thing. Yeah, swallow, swallow, go down. Find that pip. Wrangle, wrangle. So yeah, this is the challenge. I've got to get a pip in here. As long as it's a vacuum area, if I could throw it in there, that'd be fine, but it's not okay in the carbon dioxide area. But alright, buddy, there you go.